Without anticipating it, there was a sudden silence as the story stopped and my thoughts and focus returned to the confines of my hospital bed. Looking over to Kim Lee sitting there in his chair, perfectly still. Not even uttering a sound. He was still looking down at the translation of my donor's memoirs. Why did he stop so suddenly, and what was he thinking with such a blank stare on his face? It was as if time itself came to a grinding halt. And even though the pause was probably just a few minutes long, it seemed like a lifetime. Unfortunately for me, there was nothing I could do to catch his attention. I would just have to wait patiently until he was ready to reveal the next chapter in the story. After a few more minutes had passed, Kim Lee realized I was looking at him out of the corner of my eye. At that, he apologized in a low voice and developed a strange smirk on his face. Not the kind you make when you find something amusing, but the kind you make when you think something is odd or difficult to believe. Kim Lee stood up, putting his arms over his head and standing on his toes. It appeared as if he was enjoying a good stretch to work out the tension. Feeling a bit envious, I wish that I also had the ability to enjoy a good stretch myself. Sitting back down, he said, "My friend, up until this point, this story could be backed up by other historical texts. Dr. Hyo from the Seoul Museum has reviewed several other documents that would coincide with the writings in this journal. However, the next few pages stand on their own. There are no other documents known to exist that would back up his account of the events that took place that he has recorded on these pages. And quite frankly, these will be the most difficult to believe. At least for me anyway. However, Dr. Hyo and his associates are quite convinced of their authenticity. And who am I to argue with the foremost authority on this subject? But when it all comes down to it, the question is, can you believe it?